About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
Bring a meat stick?
Yeah. Because I just did another podcast and I didn't eat much. But I had one of those.
It's always tough to... I got it. It's 2, 3, 4. Nice. So when comedy doesn't work out, Rick's going to be one of those Madame Tussauds wax figurines.
Did it freeze? Was it frozen?
What?
I think it was just frozen. Did you get what I said? Is everything cool? It's working?
All right. New bit. This is what we call welcome back to a new bit. New bit. Never seen you freeze before.
Well, you've obviously never been on Zoom with me.
You made me feel like I was auditioning for a commercial, which you've done a lot. We did it once, I think.
We did a commercial together?
No, we auditioned at the same place, though, for a commercial. And
I met Tony Cavalero at a commercial audition. We'll talk about it now. And
Tony Cavalero from the Ozzy Osbourne movie, from Righteous Gemstones, School of Rock, an all-around great dude that, you know, you see around town and you go, Tony! And he goes, what up?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I knew who he was, and he knew who I was, because I think we shared a manager or something at the time. And I saw him there, and he made a joke that he was waiting for his dad, because his dad was going to audition for the same commercial or something. And then some guy that walks in that has very much Tony's energy, and he was older than us. And it turns out that it was his dad.
Holy shit.
And his dad and he were just like auditioning for commercials and stuff.
Did his dad look like him?
His dad, it was like... I knew he was joking until I met his dad. I'm like, I don't remember enough what he looked like, but I do remember it was like very Tony energy, strong guy, energy.
Because you know how some dads don't look like their kids.
I don't know. I look like my dad.
Let's cut to a clip. We don't have it. I got a little high.
Perfect. I would have loved to.
This will be new.
I recently...
I also have a sty.
You go ahead.
I have a sty. It's gone down, but...
Good.
It's
not
pink
talk about it?
Yeah, it's been... it's one of those things...
3 weeks since you looked at me.
If you can sing the whole song right now, I'll give you
I don't even know if it was 3 weeks or 1 week.
It was 1 week.
I said 3 weeks. I already messed it up.
I'm not good with lyrics and songs.
What are you good with?
Strangers.
If this were my podcast, I would pitch that we edit this direction out and you would think about it and I would be silent and we would do that for 10 minutes.
Is it tough to not think about your podcast and other podcasts?
It's tough to not think about live editing in life.
Because you do your podcast more than you do other podcasts. So the routine... And so the routine of doing that, probably you're conditioned to just think in terms of how that show would go.
Yeah. But that show kind of goes
that was a fan-submitted question.
You go ahead.
That was a fan-submitted question. Just make sure I got the name right. Donald Glover.
Yeah, cool. That's the guy from Lethal Weapon, right?
Now, is that racist?
No. So I often think about what the bit would be if you could do it. And that's why the podcast became what it was. But it's not just because of the podcast. I'm often thinking about, wouldn't it be funny if, we were silent for 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know who I'm voting for.
I don't think you heard me. Are you wearing headphones?
Should I?
I don't know. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sunglasses on indoors, I used to judge when I was younger. I used to go, douche. More comedians do it on podcasts now. Mark Norman does it. Tim Dillon. Rick Glassman.
Well, I wasn't planning on it, but when you were framing me up,
if I
not
had
intended.
If I had shades, I'd be wearing them right now.
It's funny that you douche, but Jack Black kind of turned douche in this Panda movie into gadoosh, and he gets away with saying it.
Oh, I wish his catchphrase was douche.
It's just, you go, hit gadoosh.
What if Kung Fu Panda's move was to throw a douche at you?
Maybe.
Oh, I really wish your eyes were like that.
Well, now you have 2 wishes left in my eyes.
Is the thing I would say to a girl
who had big tits. Go fuck. You can't say that. So douche wasn't that bad of a word to begin with.
What's the first cartoon catchphrase you remember being really connected to?
I've known you long enough to know that you got one, and you don't have to ask me. Just tell me yours.
No. Can I tell you what I thought of?
Yeah.
I go, before you finish asking this question, think of one yourself.
Yes.
What's up, Doc? Not my favorite, but the first one I thought of.
Whenever somebody tells me that they're playing a show in Albuquerque, I often think about how Bugs should have made a left there instead of a right.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even realize it was a place.
Yosemite Sam got him with that? Or
no, but Bugs Bunny would come out of his hole, and if he didn't like where he was or know where he was, I should have made a left at Albuquerque.
Let's do...
Should have made a left at Albuquerque.
Yeah, Beavis.
Can you do Daffy Duck? I've always wanted to be able to do Daffy or Donald, and I can't do them.
The best I got is Donald. But I can't like talk like it. Brilliant.
That's it?
When I see a beef
like
stick that's this size, I do think of a little penis.
I think most people who get little penises think of mini beef sticks.
But there are some people who this is the size of their penis hard.
Yikes.
And they shouldn't be shamed. But at the same time, it's like...
Don't act like you're going to get a lot in return.
Oops.
Unless that's your first move. Unless that's how your zipper goes down.
I should have taken a left at Albuquerque.
Bugs is eating that dick again.
You can't say that.
That was Foghorn Leghorn.
You just could say good
I'll say a Bugs is eating that meat dick again.
The I'll say was, but then the meat dick again wasn't.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah. No, No, that's more of a Southern lawyer.
Yeah, that's like a guy in the Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey. Come on up, Al.
You want some of this?
Yeah, it's a dog. Dogs there's an argument to be made that dogs would take treats over us if like we were being kidnapped or robbed or held at gunpoint and the dog had a chance to save us, but the guy took treats out. I love my dog. I think they love me. I don't think they'd save my life over treats.
I saw a video, I think last night, of a dog, a dog that looks like a Doberman, like a dog that looks like it could protect somebody. And he was eating his food and he was really getting into it. And their people set up, so she was there. And then somebody opened the door wearing like, covering their face and grabs her. He goes, ah, ah, ah. And then the dog looks, but he keeps just eating the food. And then they start laughing because it was fake.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't really in danger, but the dog, wasn't going to protect them over the food.
Why is that?
Well, do you want the long answer or the short answer?
Short.
'Cause.
Impression of a guy shows up to a barbecue and sees his cousin but doesn't want to talk to him because they still have beef.
'Cause.
Do you know all your
have we done?
Do you know all your cousins?
I mean,
10 minutes.
I don't know the ones that I don't.
Left.
I know the cousins that I know of.
I only ask because I recently connected with some cousins, and I still haven't met them, but connected.
Is this like when athletes that have cousins come out of the woodwork to ask for money because now that you've been more successful? Hey, Adam, I'm your cousin. Can I borrow $500?
You're not too far off.
Can I get a backstage pass? What do you think I was going to say, the N-word or something? Why did you say it like that? Why would you want me to say something bad?
Because I haven't seen you in a while.
Cuz. All you got to say was cuz.
How you been?
Pretty good.
How's the road been?
Good.
Great. As last time you were here, I think you were getting ready to go out for the first time.
And look at us now. You got a hat.
You got a dog.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Papa John's.
I'll do. You want to talk about the N-word?
No.
That
I'm
was
saying that's what you're talking
that
about?
was my Papa John impression.
Oh.
Papa
Was
John,
he racist or is he?
Oh, he dropped an N-bomb during a pizza meeting. I don't know why you did that, Papa.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that because Papa John's is known for the customers always being right, and somebody said that they ordered pepperoni and there wasn't, was the N-bomb when he said no, Or did he say like the bad one?
I think he said the bad one in a meeting, like talking about, like, I don't know what he was talking about, but the audio's out there. Do you go right to it when you see like a clickbait thing or like David Hasselhoff eating a cheeseburger drunk on the ground? Do you want to click on the video? Mm-hmm. If you see a video that says Donald Trump rubs a booger on a handicap girl, do you click on that?
Yes.
Congrats.
In fact,
you're a person.
Let's cut to the clip now
of
Donald Trump rubbing a booger on a handicapped person.
It's too many to pick from.
Pun intended.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
I do think if you go on the road and you don't have a dog, bummer. But you're also bringing Alvin. See what I did there?
Were you referring to Michael Lenoci, who is going on the road in the future as a dog?
Yeah. And that can be taken as however he wants to take it. You're a dog with the ladies. You're a dog. You're a road dog. You're a crime dog McGruff. Maybe he's out there solving crimes.
Do you know Scruff McGruff's address? His P.O. Box.
241.
Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. Yeah.
No fucking way.
I also remember Stickley, P.O. Box 963, New York City, New York State, 10108.
Get it.
Yeah, that's a different thing. That's from Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I was like, no, it's Frasier?
I would say, I think we're...
Thanks for watching, guys. That's at
Stickley, P.O. Box 963.
At Take Your Shoes Off.
New York
Adam
City,
Ray Comedy.
New York State, 10108.
Yikes, dude. It was the one thing I asked you not to do.
Sandler.
Yeah. Robbie.
Yeah. No, but the road's been good, man.
Tell me some highlights. Tell me your favorite cities. Tell me if you, what you love about it, what you hate about it, what's gotten tough, what's gotten easy. Do you like yourself more? Do you hate yourself? Do you want to do more time? Do you want to do less time? Do you find yourself doing other people's jokes or just your jokes? Pick one of those.
Do I find myself doing other people's jokes?
Sorry, that was for Lenoci. Okay, so you are doing this bits.
No.
How about this? The more you do, the more you dig? Or, man, the grind is settling in?
Could you explain what that first one means?
No. So the more you do, the more love. The more the routine of like, all right, back up, flying, getting up at this time, going here, landing, getting to know the club, the staff, all that. Everything that comes
What's
with.
The question? What is?
Do you enjoy it?
I don't enjoy the traveling and the packing and the stuff.
Yeah.
But it does feel worth it to me. I used to not want to do it because, come on, I'm here already.
I know.
Will you go over there? I'm here. But hold on. You could bring stuff with you. I have it all.
Yeah. All right.
And then
what if we give you our plane?
What do you mean? Well, I don't have to pay for this?
No. You pay for it, pay for the seat.
Can I leave anytime I want, or do I have to pick certain times?
No, we'll give you like 4 or 5 times that may or may not work with your schedule.
Are there some places that for whatever reason I have to take 2 planes to get there, even though it's a pretty big place?
Yeah, look, Delaware is a place, but you might have to stop off in Sheboygan to get there.
Like I go to Madison, Wisconsin. It's like, oh yeah, there's going to be some flights that go directly to Madison.
I know.
No, and then I went there from LA. I also went there from Cleveland.
There's like 2 directs.
There's none. Not a direct. You have to stop through somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. But like, question for you. Do I have to check a bag? Well, no, you could carry it on. Oh, so I could carry on all the stuff that I have? Well, what stuff do you have? Well, I have a lot of stuff for my hair and face stuff and shampoos and soaps. And just, I travel with so much stuff.
You bring a lot of shampoos and soaps, huh? Into the camera.
I bring Cetaphil face soap. I bring IS Clinical serum. I bring I'm forgetting the name of it now, but a vitamin C serum that's not IS Clinical.
When I was a kid, I always thought that serums were like what they made the ooze out of in Ninja Turtles.
It is. But that's a certain kind of serum. There's different kinds of serum.
My mistake? Go on.
Well, not your mistake. You're correct. It helps change or keep things a certain way.
Wow.
I have a lot of stuff. I have magnesiums, multiple kinds of magnesiums that I bring. I have a vitamin. Vitamin D3.
Okay.
I have fish oil. I have.
You take it all every day?
Yeah.
Fish oil every day.
Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
You're a big dog guy.
Oh.
Tim Arnold. Tom Arnold.
Tim Allen.
First base. Have you ever played Tim Allen, Tim Arnold, Tom Arnold?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Tim Allen, Tom Arnold, Tim Arnold. Mary-Kate and Ashley and Gallagher. Go. Hi, Tom Arnold Gallagher.
This match game's tough. Tom Arnold once, I was on my way to Tom Arnold's house when Robin Williams died.
And then you turned around?
No, Brad Williams and I were going to do a podcast at his house. This is when Robin Williams passed away, which was, I think, 2016, 2015, 2014, I think. Man, it was sad.
You ever meet him?
Yes, twice. First time, UCB. I'm taking classes at Upright Citizens Brigade. And if you're taking classes there as a student, you can go to the Jam, right? Did you ever go to that? Monday nights at UCB, they had the Jam, where they have guys like Seth Morris and Joe Wengert and Shannon O'Neill. And
Joe Wengert was an instructor I hired, and he was one of my teachers once. He was great. And
I did that at the store when we did the improv groups.
You did it with us a couple of times.
So he was my teacher for about 6 weeks in New York. Zach Woods would go up there.
A Tyso alum.
Yep. He was
your teacher?
Yes, for about
wow.
Oh, I had some gangsters, and then he was up on stage. Maybe you get an Amy Poehler or a what's his name?
The guy that plays Ned
Matt
Ryerson?
Walsh. Matt Walsh. No. And Roberts, the other UCB founder, and so they'd all be up there, and then students got a chance to get pulled up and jam with these legends of improv. And Robin Williams was there that night to play on stage with students. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. This is my guy. I went to see Mrs. Doubtfire for my friend's birthday 2 weeks after my folks split. I'm crying halfway through the movie. I'm like, oh God. My buddy's like, are you crying? I was like, it's just so funny. Because I was like, I saw the same fight 2 weeks ago. It's like taking somebody back to Afghanistan after they just watched
American Sniper
or Black Snake Moan or Black Eyed Peas or Black
Eyed Peas.
No, Black
Hawk Down.
Yes.
Was Black Hawk Down in Afghanistan or Russia? I don't know if I've ever seen it. Is that Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, it's Ethan Hawke. It's like Ben Foster, I think. It's like those fun character actors. David Krumholtz might be in it. Dude.
Where does Black Hawk Down take place?
Give me a documentary called David Krumholtz might be in it, where it's just people having conversations about what Krumholtz is or isn't in.
Can't even pronounce it.
We'll cut this out.
David Krumholtz is great.
Love him. Would love to have him on Phil. And in fact, I need to reach out to him. That's a guy that I go, bro, so fun.
Yeah.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Newsroom?
Oh, yeah. Oppenheimer.
I hardly know her. I'm rewatching Newsroom for the third time now.
It's good.
You know I love Sorkin. I talked to you about West Wing.
Oh, I need to start it. For those of you who don't know, I have not seen West Wing. Rick has seen it, the whole thing.
No, the whole thing once, and I've rewatched a lot of them.
And Brent Morin has seen some of it. So we want to do a podcast. It's a rewatch West Wing podcast.
The unofficial West Wing podcast.
Yeah, where it's all. So you have somebody that, like with Smartlist, 3 guys, they each bring on a different celebrity each time.
I think Jason Bateman has seen West Wing. Seth Haynes.
Sean Hayes was in West Wing, probably.
And then the other guy's a redneck.
Well, that's a redneck and a Canadian. Yeah. And then so I jumped on stage with Robin Williams at UCB.
Did you whisper in his ear, "You my Mork"?
Bro, I was so nervous. I should have. I put my hand up, then I put it down, and then my buddy put my hand back up, and then I got called on right then. And I was so nervous. I get on stage, and I did one improv game with Robin Williams where he, they run around to close the scene.
Yeah.
Improv actors somebody will jog in front of the scene, and everyone will go, "Oh, that's the end of the scene." And Robin Williams steps up and just starts speaking gibberish. He just steps up and goes, "I just want to touch my." And I just go, all right, like be the interpreter for something. So I just immediately step right out and I go, "We here at Subway are excited to launch our brand new sandwich." And he goes, "Ha!" And laughed like, oh, what a great.
Yeah.
And then he would just go on these rants and I would go, he'd go on like a long rant and I'd go, "We've got a new cheese we're pumped about."
Yeah.
and then he'd go on like a short one, and it'd be longer, like, vice versa, and like, you know, and I'd go, and look how we respond to critiques this year. We're trying something new, and then he like go. It was just, man, it was wild. It was wild. I don't even remember what I was saying except for that opening part. And then I saw him at the Improv Lab. He was opening for Eddie Pepitone, and he goes, "Come by, Robin's gonna come by. You know Robin." We get in the green room. They're all hanging out. I'm not saying anything. And then Eddie's like, "You got to go up, Robin." And he goes, no, you go show Eddie. All right, I'll go up for 5 minutes. Does 20. He's about to do something. A cell phone rings. He does 20 minutes on cell phones. Crushes. It was the old Improv Lab. Remember that, the little black box theater. The Improv used to have this little side stage that felt like it was a black box theater. It was awesome. And then I took a picture with him after because I was like, he's my guy. And
Did he remember you?
No. Yeah, I go, and he goes,
UCB?
Wait, what?
UCB?
Yeah. You imagine? No, he didn't.
I met him once at, he did stand up at some event at UCLA that a family member put on.
Wow.
And then afterwards I got to go backstage. It was just him. And we talked for probably 10 minutes. I had just moved here maybe a couple years before. And
wow.
He was asking if why am I forgetting his name? I hate that I'm forgetting his name. Who opens at the store all the time?
Dean Del Rey.
No, he's been doing it for 30 years, 40 years.
Bill Burr.
No.
Craig Conant, Mark Ellis.
No, he's Robin Williams' age.
Argus Hamilton.
Thank you, Argus. I'm forgetting Argus's name. Wow. He goes, Argus Hamilton's still there?
Awesome.
And I knew who he was because I'd just been going there for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, Argus Hamilton still performs there.
Thank God you knew that. Would you have said yes otherwise?
No. I'm not much of a liar.
It's good. Also, what a weird thing to lie about.
Mm-hmm.
And what if Robin goes,
well, then you know the answer to this, because anyone who knows him would know the answer to this. And if you do know the answer to this, I'll give you $100 hairs. Notice I said hairs instead of dollars. I go, yes, Robin. Just annoyed.
I used to do that.
Doll hairs?
Yeah.
Did you ever tell someone you olive juice?
To the camera.
Did you ever tell someone you olive juice?
Can you? Olive juice to the camera.
All right. Well, yeah, obviously olive juice.
Yeah, but no, you're supposed to, you lip sync it. Because it looks like I love you, right?
Oh, I just know you say it, and then people think that's what you said. Olive juice.
Well, you are one, so you'd be great if you did love them.
Olive juice.
Olive Jews is a great name for a
group of Jews. And it's with all
sponsored by an olive company that plays softball in bed. Yes.
Yeah.
You feel like you'd be a good player to have on a company softball team.
Buddy, I've been selling it for weeks.
But, because you play basketball.
I'm a good third baseman.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a good softball third baseman.
Yes, I know you are. Man, when we go to Cleveland coming up here, we should play some softball. We got a good group.
Yeah. I got a decent-sized yard. We could definitely play some Frisbee.
Do you think going back home is like, every time you go back home, do you feel like less and less like you want to see people that you know and just be around your family?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But let's say an old flame calls you up. High school. Maybe actually elementary school. You guys held hands, had a peck on the cheek.
I don't know who you think I am, but go ahead. I'm listening.
And now she calls you up. Let's say Amber Tabitha. Tabitha Amber.
Even better.
And she calls you up. Ready?
Yes.
Pick up.
Hello?
Hey, Rick.
Amber?
No, Tabitha. Close, though.
Tabitha Amber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always called you Amber.
Oh.
Because remember, there's 2 Tabithas in our class, and one Tabitha was, well, I don't want to have to say it.
Had small tits.
Yeah, and you were the Tabitha with, I don't want to say it.
Smaller tits.
You're still hilarious, Amber.
Well, I'd love to take some of this funny and show it off to you live in the flesh. You know what I mean by that. Body on body stuff.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry if I'm too forward. I know you're used to point guards.
Excuse me? You're saying it's like playing a forward in basketball?
I like to equate sports and life, Richard.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny that you say that because right now it sounds like the ball's in my court.
Sounds like you get a hole-in-one if you play your Uno cards right. Maybe draw 4 more Men can join.
I'm all right. But, if you run into the other Tabitha with slightly bigger tits, have her give me a call. You've got my number.
Sounds like someone's been riding the bench for a little too long.
Well, you know the score.
4-0.
All right. You know what? If you want to get in the game, you have to
EA
show me how you
Sports
play.
me.
Okay. Time out. Oh, man. What a wonderful room with soundproofing ceilings. You think if you took these soundproofing ceilings down, anything would sound different?
I don't know, Dad. Oh. Rick, I'll say it before.
Then do it.
And I'll say it again. I only cry laughing when I'm with you. A really special feeling, dude. I don't think you can get a bigger compliment.
What are you crying? What just happened that was so funny? You just feeling good?
Yeah, but also
that's what it is.
No. It was the act out and making you laugh, but then also you making me laugh and staying in it though. The best, dude.
Bless you, sneezing on the truth. Yeah, dude. Especially when it's not necessary, and you're a little stoned now, so that's what I'm talking about.
Just a little bit.
But especially when we're high. And the majority of the time we've spent together in the past 6 years has been on a podcast. Because we see each other somewhere and it's not that long.
But it doesn't feel like a podcast.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when we get high and it's just playtime, and we've talked about this before, but it's just time to play. And we're stoned and it's just mayhem. It's the most fun, and it's the most I laugh.
We might need to run back the sleepover series at your aunt's house.
Yeah.
Because that was ambitious too. We did one at night.
Wait, no, the first one we did on the roof when you got there.
Early in the day at like 7.
It was the first sleepover series. It was a 3-part thing. We did one when you got there. Then we got so stoned, and we did it that same night in 2 parts. The first half was we were in a bubble bath together.
We did a 2-part that night.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then
dude.
we got put on these dragon pajamas that I got us, or these like whatever they were.
Yeah. And then one the next morning.
The next morning one was it's the least of the fun.
Right.
The next morning was we're both tired. You're playing the guitar, and I'm just like, all right, we're both talking about Boy Meets World, but with different people, I think. And we're like, just watch. We should just say, just watch the other 2.
Yeah. Oh shit,
dude, getting stoned. So we're doing Dr. Phil in Cleveland, and it's Sal, Brent, you, and me.
We'll bleep all these out.
Will this be out by then? Yeah, great.
Bleep this will be up in a couple of days. Yeah,
yeah. So then bleep whatever. It's a surprise.
Which is great.
You'll say that I'll be there. Well,
I'm gonna bleep that out too.
Well, you're just talking about being in Cleveland.
Yeah,
whatever you want to bleep, you bleep. But there's gonna be some people at a certain time at a certain place. And I want everyone to get there at least a full day early. So if that means getting there 2 days before to pod or just, I want everybody to come over.
I know, because we have to leave the next day.
Yeah. So
Sal too. Yeah.
So be there.
Oh man, that'd be so fun.
Be there the whole day before. So get there 2 days before.
Yeah. Okay.
Sal was, I was supposed to do a show with Sal in Cleveland, and this was Madison. So I'm in Madison. And I need to lay over in Chicago before getting to Cleveland. It was almost a 12-hour day because of all the delays. I could have driven there.
Oh.
And I missed the show.
Oh.
And then after the show, Sal had talked to my family on the phone during podcasts and stuff, but they had never met. And Sal wanted to meet my parents because I love how much my friends love my parents and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'll be home at this time. Just come over after the show. But he goes, sure. By the time the show was over, I still hadn't left Madison yet.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Sal was going to leave that night so he could get home and be with his family and stuff. He's like, yeah, I still want to meet your folks and hang out with them. I'm like, I might not get there. Ultimately, Sal got to my folks' place around 7:30 or 8. He does his shows sometimes at 5 p.m. so he could get home that night.
Yeah.
And he goes to my parents' house knowing that there's a good chance. I didn't get home until midnight. I got home. He was with my family for 4 hours, and then he stayed an extra half hour by the time I got home. They were just getting stoned, eating food, nonstop. He leaves. And my dad is very funny, and he's social with his group.
Yes.
But he doesn't want to be around. He doesn't want to be bothered.
Your dad.
My dad. With Sal, the entire time, he's like, I'm telling you something. We didn't turn on the television. My dad said after, we just talked and got
Well,
high.
Sal is one of the best gabbers of all time, I think.
Did you almost throw up?
Yeah. No, it was, I don't know what it was. Sometimes your voice just goes out.
Oh, I thought you were doing an impression of a guy who hates the word gabbers.
Gabbers sounds like what a kid calls boobs before he knows.
Hey, I think it's what a kid calls boobs when he knows.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's tricking everybody. Yeah. You know, she was great. I really like Amber. I wouldn't mind if she had some bigger gabbers, if you know what I mean.
We had a friend call him tweeters in high school, freshman year of high school, and we were at my buddy's house, and his brother and his friends were seniors. And they heard
Like
him,
very old?
18, 19. We were 15, 16. And they heard him call a girl, yeah, she's got some nice tweeters. And
Are you sure she wasn't talking about her speakers?
No. Above the belly button, below the neck, where you know they live.
What did you call a bra back then? Because we called it an over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
Oh!
Rick.
I forget that. Over the shoulder boulder holder.
Yeah. Ooh, I lost my bra in the cafeteria. And then there's another one, but I don't remember how that one goes.
How about when you're sliding into first and you feel something burst?
Diarrhea.
When you're sliding into home and you feel a little foam.
Diarrhea.
When your dad gets home from work and your mom's being a jerk.
Diarrhea. This is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
When you order some food and it's really, really good.
Diarrhea. I watched you for the fourth one go like this to access. I watched you went, got it. You're waving off the catcher. I got it. Food. Yeah. But yeah, getting stoned, laughing with you.
So Sal and your dad are best buds now.
But Sal is on that same frequency where there's such love with him, and he likes to get stoned, and he likes silly.
Well, being high but also staying active verbally, huge.
You saying what? Because some people like they retreat.
Yeah, dude. I enjoy that sometimes, just being comatose and being a slug on the couch. But more often than not, I need to be still like.
Cut to you on the couch with full prosthetics as a slug.
I'm into that.
Yeah, you love it. You're a prosthetics guy. Hey, I'm Tony Caruso. Hey, I'm dressing up as Tony Caruso. Can I come over after and pod? Hey, I think I'm gonna do this. Even Dr. Phil, before it was all this stuff, you do sketches and they're like, hey, I'm gonna be Dr. Phil. Could I come pod? And it was like, awesome. I didn't have anything like. A significant amount of the times that we've podcasted has been you like, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, great. It's like, and you come over and you're just a full slug. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're just in these characters. I'm like, yeah, turn the fucking cameras on, obviously.
I'm doing a Jeremy's house at the Comedy Store in 2 weeks. I don't know.
Didn't you do one already? Didn't you do a live one? Is that a recurring thing now?
No, I did a one about a year and a half ago. But it was people would do stand up and then Jeremy would come out
like, oh, I just hate this story.
And then I had Avery out there playing keyboard, and then we would improvise songs and just shoot the shit with the comedian after.
Shout out to Avery Pearson, by the way, and you can get his new special on whatever it's called.
Veeps, I think.
It's called something.
Give it up for Avery or something?
And I don't even know the place where you could stream it. He was telling me about it last night.
I think it is Veeps.
But if you think about it, ask. Maybe we could put it in the description or something.
I got a song on there too. A song I wrote called "Sex Chair." It's great. It's an anthem. It's a banger.
Love anthems.
The chorus goes like, "It's talking about going to a party and then some guy being like, dude, I want
diarrhea."
Yeah.
Diarrhea. That's just what it is. Like you didn't just make that up. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking of how to edit around this. I was at this party, and the guy goes, hey, I got to show you something. It really happened. I open the door, sex chair in the room. So I make a song about this where I go into this party, being the plus one, guy takes me upstairs, whatever. And then I think the chorus is like, he had a sex chair in his room, and most people would assume that a guy with the world's greatest dad hat Probably wasn't a dad, and he had
Dude, you got to check out. Just watch his thing. I'm sure it's going to be a lot better. Your audition for SNL. Just
No, here's my audition to SNL. Hi, I'm Danny DeVito for getting the job for Jersey Mike's. Hey, Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Above what, Danny? Above your mama.
just check out Avery's thing.
My next
I think
character
you guys
will
are gonna
be-
like it.
Didn't you audition for SNL with some characters?
I sent a tape in.
What were your impressions?
I did Blake Griffin. I did Denzel Washington. I did Jada Pinkett Smith. I think I did Will Smith, and I did Brad Garrett.
Let me hear Will Smith talking to Brad Garrett in line at.
I just did the "Why Don't You Want Me, Man" monologue.
Oh, from Will Smith, from Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
That's a fucking
I learned how to
tearjerker.
shave. I learned how to play ball. I got pretty damn good too, didn't I? You did. I had 14 birthdays. He never even sent me a card. To hell with him.
That's Brad Garrett.
Why don't he want me, man? Why don't he want me, man?
Oh man.
And then I did Brad Garrett, where he goes, Raymond.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Let's hear the Jada Pinkett Smith.
I just belched a whole bunch. For real. I still have it somewhere. If you remember and you want it, we could cut to it.
1000%. I want to show the whole
It's just
thing.
a thing of Jada Pinkett Smith, and I'm just wearing this big oversized
Well, careful.
jacket.
Oh my
and
God.
I just go, just belch. And then the rest,
so fucking
most of my
funny.
impressions were black people, you know, which wasn't
Yeah.
the intention.
No.
Other than like I know monologues of these black people.
Great.
So I don't have to learn any lines, you know? And then Blake Griffin, I think it was just me off camera throwing a basketball and catching a basketball. I don't think I was even saying anything. And I was like, and then I walked off.
That's so funny.
You know, it's funny that I did those. Of those people, I have podcasted or worked on television with 3 of them.
Crazy.
Will Smith, Bradley Cooper,
Bradley Garrett.
Brad Garrett, and Blake Griffin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Life's crazy.
Have a Diet Coke. Doesn't that sound like a wee thing? Sometimes life's crazy. Have a Diet Coke.
Well, look, I think most products are looking for simple ways to get their stuff out there. Gushers, is it in you?
Yeah.
Meat sticks. People keep thinking these are mini penises.
You know, both of those things, if they wanted to appeal to the adult demographic, you know, you could have a meat stick.
Okay.
Is it in you? Is the meat stick for gushers, where it's kind of like what is it called when you come inside of a woman and then the woman squirts to come out? It's called a cream pie, which then you could also do. Remember the oatmeal cream pies?
Worst wedding speech of all time.
Is it?
Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. To the bride and groom, Stacy, Jared, you guys are going to be real happy someday. To the J, to their own cream pie. I told you I'd say it. Nick, fuck you, man. Alan, get off the mic. Oh, my bad. That was good, right?
I was the best man a few times at a few weddings, actually.
The floor is yours.
The first time I was the best man, my then best friend asked me to give a speech, and I said, yeah, you know, I was thinking about what to do, and he and I both love the movie Wedding Crashers. Still do, but back then, it was like, we loved this movie.
Crazy how it still holds up. Go on. Try getting jerked off onto the fucking dinner table. Team player. I'm going to go ice my balls while I spit up blood. Team player.
Vince Vaughn.
Raymond.
Raymond.
So good.
You know what? I farted.
Thanks for saying that.
I do that now. If my dog farts, or if anybody farts and somebody said who farted and nobody wants to take the blame, I'll just go, I did it.
How are you on airplanes with farts?
Because what is the question?
Guy farted next to me on the plane not even 10 days ago, multiple times in a 6-hour flight.
Not okay with that.
I did this multiple times. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Out loud.
Yeah.
After the third one. Couldn't hear him, But dude, there's a consist. See, my speech has been affected from it.
I'm noticing this.
There's a consistent drop. It was just like there were two. First one came about 12 minutes into the flight. Next one, 20. I timed them. Yeah, I timed this.
8 minutes later or 20 minutes later?
I'd say 8 minutes in 8-minute increments. You've heard of 7 minutes in heaven. How about 8 minutes in the sky with a bowl full of farts? Yeah. So
I'll take it from here. I have been on a plane with somebody that was farting a few times where I went, oh, and then nothing. And then
they hear you, by the way.
I had to go. I said, come on, stop. I said that. And there was somebody who was
That's violent.
Was working. Stop. It was so bad.
My son's deaf.
What are you telling me this for?
I'm the mom in the scene. I was being the person you said stop to.
No, I'm talking to the mom. Buddy.
My son.
You improvising with Robin Williams. He goes, blah, 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 blah. And then you go, at Subway, you could blah, blah, blah. And then Robin goes, blah, 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 blah. And you go, no, Robin, I'm just like, being your interpreter.
I said that, telling him what
I know. Anyway, moving on.
Well, I love that you're taking Fart Accountability, which is a Harrison Ford movie that's yet to be written. But when it does, the tagline will be...
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. If there were a movie by Harrison Ford called, quote, Fart Accountability, end quote, and it was inspired by the tone of other movies that he has done, comma, what would you say the tagline of that movie would be? Texting my dad. He didn't make the noise, but he will find out who did.
Oh! No way. Is that ChatGPT?
Will you please give me a
the number for Hollywood
synopsis of this movie in under 200 words?
I got to start using this. That's mind-blowing.
When a disruptive sound shakes the silence of a high-stakes Senate hearing, veteran investigator Jack Moran, Harrison Ford, finds himself wrongly accused of the offense. This is The Fugitive. With his reputation on the line and political forces conspiring against him, Air Force One, Jack goes on the run, not just to clear his name, but to uncover the deeper conspiracy behind the noise. Fugitive. As the nation turns its attention to petty blame, Jack follows a trail of whispers, Indiana Jones, cover-ups, shrinking, and gastroenterological treachery that leads straight to the heart of power.
Hollywood homicide.
In a world desperate for truth, only one man has the guts, pun may be intended.
Nickelodeon's guts.
Yes. Mark Summers comes out this summers. That's Double Dare.
I know what you did last summers.
In bed.
Wait a sec. That's wild. In Crazy Kids. What wild and crazy kids. I know you've seen it. Have you seen it?
Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, this
makes
tree
me
kind of fell apart. Makes me want to fart. No, it's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
That's right. Who said that? The camp counselor?
I don't know.
Oogie or something, or Oogie Boogie, or
something like that. Oogie. Yeah. Now we will share a lifetime of the fondest memories from the lakes of Anawana, set in the old pine trees.
Oh yeah, none of them know the words.
Camp on. It's kind of like in The Little Mermaid that she doesn't know the word feet, street, or fire.
Pretty dumb for a mermaid. It's my podcast. I can say it.
Tweet it.
Nice tweeters.
Do you know in Italian, uccellini means little birds?
I did.
Uccellinis.
Did you know that in Spanish, lapis means pencil?
I didn't.
It's 3 years of Shorecrest High School, Espanol, where I, for a project, dressed up as a Mexican dude, Mexican snail, and stood outside of a grocery store and played guitar and tried to make money. And my teacher goes, "What is this?" And I go,
"Can I just get some extra credit, please?"
Yeah. Can I not fail? And she was like, "Yeah." People laughed. I would play. She'd play my project. People would present, and then we'd play my video at the end of class.
I made videos for school too.
Yeah.
You ever play him in the biblioteca?
Library. This Harrison Ford movie needs to be made.
Doesn't.
If we wrote a movie called Whoever Smelt It Dealt It.
I think that actually that is the prequel that comes out second.
And the tagline is, Silent but deadly.
Yeah, of course. But the movie that comes out first is called Whoever Denied It Supplied It. Horse. Trying to get me with another animal. I bet you all guess it.
Yeah.
Horse again.
Mm.
A horse who's coming.
You're good.
A horse who loves Home Improvement.
We'll keep it in.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Last one.
A pig.
Fuck.
A boar. Which, of course, I'm not talking about this episode.
Bing.
Crosby.
Was a good man. Charlie Brown. You're the man now, dog.
The
Randy
dog's
Jackson.
name was Indiana.
Oh.
Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Because his name's Junior.
Junior. The dog's name's Indiana.
Yeah.
It's one of my first impressions.
There's a lot of people's first impressions. Can I hear the one where Sean Connery talks about slapping women?
Well, look, I'm not saying that deserve it. I'm just saying that sometimes they talk too loud in public, and it's this is my Santa from Tyso. My Santa's Connery.
Gandalf.
My Santa's Connery.
Yeah.
A Judy Blume book. Have you read my Santa's Connery?
Yeah.
Who plays Santa? I'll tell you who doesn't play Santa. Shannon Doherty.
I don't get it, but I take full. That's me not getting something. I bet you it works.
If you could go to any concert
Piano
tonight,
player.
who would it be?
Um,
Because I know you're a big.
I want to see Billy Joel or Elton John. I've never seen either of them live.
Wow, me neither.
I would love to.
People say that they're unbelievable. Elton John, a friend
Yes,
of
they
mine,
do.
a friend of mine, who came to our wedding. I don't know if you met her there. Their parents had an event for her dad's company, and Elton John played it the night before. And when we had our rehearsal
What's
dinner,
this company? Pfizer? What's this company? Pfizer?
Jamba Juice.
Really?
No,
Oh.
but Pfizer bought Jamba Juice.
Did they?
Let's cut to a clip. We don't have it. Fuck.
Fuck. Oh yeah. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
You know the
Eat
guy.
my shorts. Eat my shorts. Fuck.
You know the guy. These are all usable. The guy who did the Kool-Aid when he burst through the wall. You know he said that a few times, and they laughed really hard.
Mark Sarandon. I actually know who this person is because I looked into it because I did a thing and it turns out it was based off of a real
The voice
person.
of Kool-Aid's Mark Sarandon,
Mm-hmm.
not to be confused with Susan,
Maybe.
who does love a good Kool-Aid. Joke about fat women in red shirts jumping in pools. Remember that? Your mama's so fat, she jumps in the pool, everybody else, Kool-Aid.
I didn't know that one. I do know your mama's so fat that I wouldn't fuck her.
With a condom or raw dog style.
Yeah. But I would let her suck my dick if I was horny and we were on the road.
In front of a fridge where there's food because she was hungry all the time.
Yeah, she always wanted to eat.
Your mama's so fat, your dad left.
Yeah, I don't like those kind of jokes
No.
even as a kid.
They stung.
They just, I'm like, well,
Some kid told me he was going to titty fuck my mom when I was in the sixth grade.
do you think he did it?
His name was Jason Potts. He smoked cigarettes, and he was real cool. But I don't think my mom would have let him.
I don't think so either. Excuse me. That's my Jada Pinkett
He
Smith
did the
again.
same thing when he told me he didn't. He burped after. That was his tell. That was his poker tell. Not to be confused with his poker face. Here's my poker face. Ready? Ask me what I have.
Well, yeah. Show me your poker face where you have a great hand. Hey, what do you have?
Nothing.
All right, now show me your poker face when you have a bad hand. What do you got?
Oh, I don't know. Just a couple of fucking cards.
Okay, I'm all in.
Boy, these cards are really not anything good.
Rodney Dangerfield,
Yeah.
Jr. Let me show you my poker face.
Okay.
What's the situation? Keep it short.
You've got 3 cards.
Oh, playing a little 3-card stud.
Yep.
Okay. What are my cards? 3 aces? Or
Yeah, 3
okay.
aces. What do you got? Because I've got 2 aces.
Check.
We didn't even order yet.
I didn't say please.
What do you got?
Check to you. Pay to play.
And if I had real money, I would erase you.
Robin Williams is like, just commit to the scene.
Check.
I'll call.
2 aces.
Well, this deck has 5 aces because I have 3. And where's your other card?
A 2.
Do you remember AC Deucey?
No.
AC Deucey was a game that you play for money. And the way it works is you'd have a deck of cards and you would put 2 cards face up. Let's say there was a 4 and then a king. Okay. Then you have to decide, do you want to bet or not? The max bet being the pot. So let's say there's $30 in there. You're betting, is the next card going to be between a 4 and a king?
Okay.
Can't be a 4 or a king. So
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen. Odds are in your favor. Like you play the bet, you bet $5. It's a 3. Fuck, you lose. You have to put the $5 in the pot.
Gotcha.
The pot grows. Then, like the best case is, so if you get an ace, if the ace is first, you have to decide, is that a high ace or a low ace?
Okay.
So you say if the ace is low, then you get another card and it's an ace. That's a high. That way, the only way that you lose is if another ace comes.
Oh.
So if you get like a 7 and a 9, you'll pass because the only card you can get is an 8. So it's this game called AC Deucey, and you'll be like, oh, it's a 3 and a king. I bet the pot, and it's like up to $120, and you do it, and then they lose. And now you have like, this was in high school, like that's $120. Like people were really like fucking their life up, you know, and they owe and like I don't have it. Well, they're good for it, so like they have to owe it. So like it's in the pot. There's an IOU. Like we would be gambling back then, and AC Deucey was really the one that like that, because you would bet $300 if the odds were 85% in your favor.
That's your money for the summer. Did AC
Deucey.
Name that song, I'll give you a free power.
Dun, 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 dun. Beverly Hills Cop. Dun, 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 dun. Was that right?
First song I ever learned on the piano.
Was that right?
Yeah.
What did you say you would give me? $100?
A free purple Powerade.
Is that really what you said?
I said Powerade.
Really?
Jess, did I say purple Powerade?
I don't need it.
Yes.
But I got it. Are you impressed that I got it?
Yeah, really impressed.
Thanks.
First song I ever learned on the piano. Second song I ever learned, Fairleys. Third song I ever learned, the Jurassic Park theme song. Why? Because I wanted to play songs at the piano in the lunchroom and impress girls. I thought the Jurassic Park theme song would make them impressed.
It's not making the noise. I know how to play Eye of the Tiger on the phone.
Awesome.
Yeah. For people at home,
You're
here's
like
how
the
you
kid
do
that
it.
did boobs on the calculator.
No.
Was it 8008?
If you want a singular one, throw a 3 in there to pluralize it.
Did you do that though?
Nah.
I remember
3 6 9 9 6 9 6 3 2 1 2 3 2 3 6 9 9 6 9 6 3 2 3 2 3 3 6 9 9 6 9 6 3 2 1 2 3 2 2 3 6 3 6 9 6 9. Then pound, which is a little flat, and then 2 1 2 1.
What if you did a concert of all that?
Would Keenan Thompson be there?
Yeah. I knew you'd pick up on that.
Well, listen, man. If I could pick up on this.
A horse bored waiting for his owner to come back from the restaurant.
Yeah, but he also loves Superman. Da, 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 da,
Nobody knows the Superman
da,
soundtrack.
Da, da. Nay, they do.
Well, that horse might.
Horse might.
If you had a chance to be in a kid sketch show as a kid, would you have done it? Or do you think your folks would
As
have been
long as
like,
I could get my homework done.
your parents would have been like, yeah, go play. If they could tell that you were having a blast.
Dude, I almost dropped out of college for a semester to be Billy Zane's extra in a movie they were filming in Cleveland.
Let's cut to a clip.
Forgot the name of the movie, but I didn't do it.
You and
I
Billy
almost did
Zane.
it.
Wow.
Yeah, they wanted me to do it, but and I thought that was my way in to be an actor. I have to take a semester off to be Billy Zane's stand-in.
We got 5 minutes. How long is the story?
That's it.
Great.
Favorite
Favorite actor?
I was.
Favorite actor as a kid?
Smith. Arnold Schwarzenegger, without a doubt. But Will Smith was the most influential.
Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Last Action Hero, Kindergarten Cop, or Terminator?
Did you know that Last Action Hero was such a box office flop that it actually questioned Arnold Schwarzenegger's success as an actor and thought maybe he was done?
No way.
And then the next movie that came out was True Lies, which was at the time the most expensive movie ever made. James Cameron, Tom Arnold, Jamie Lee Curtis, honk honk, and
now lie on the bed and close your eyes. That was Schwarzenegger's old Home Alone voice box.
Yeah. The talk
Jamie Lee
boy.
Curtis was amazing in that movie. That True Lies actually might be Kindergarten Cop. I love, dude. I love a good. I think because I think someday I want a show or a movie
where you're jacked and you play a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah. And
what do you think about Crisp? The bad guy in that movie with a ponytail.
I thought you meant the type of Triscuits that they sell at gas stations.
I understand.
You know, gas station Triscuits.
Yeah, crisps.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many. I mean,
well, we're doing a movie with kids where you get to be funny, I think. Like a School of Rock, Billy Madison, Kindergarten Cop, some of my favorite.
Brent and I wrote one.
Where you play what? Like recess teachers or something? Like role models or younger kids, I'm talking. Like give me the cast of Little Rascals and I
want to tell you what it is, but I want to bleep it. Yeah, totally. I get that.
Yeah.
Being with kids is fun. Ours is a
yeah, but you got to be like. I've also just historically, whether it's my nieces, nephews, community service in high school.
We're good with kids.
I taught Hebrew for fucking 6-7 years. Yeah, just good being able to connect, and I know that would translate.
You taught Hebrew, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you still fluent?
Sheket bavakasha.
Hey, sheket lavaka. Hey.
Okay. Sorry, Jesse, my producer goes. Too much Jew stuff.
Really?
No. I did get a DM though recently. Did you see I shared it? Some kid, I posted something about, I thought it was pretty wild that J.D. Vance, and I know you don't get too political, but J.D. Vance asked him about Biden's cancer and he goes, he didn't just, it's so obvious when people are just like, kind of heartless. And he goes, obviously that's bad. You know, we don't, obviously that's bad. But I think it makes us go, should he have ever even been president? And I just go, dude. And I posted a picture of me with my dog and said, thinking about something, J.D. Vance, whatever. And he's not, even as I typed it out, I go, don't share this. Who gives a fuck? And two or three of them were, you leftist Jew or you Jew something or whatever. And I go, whoa. Mm-hmm. Haven't really felt that.
Dude.
You forget that it's not, just because it's not being directed towards you doesn't mean it's not happening. That was wild though. And I didn't, and my mom had, you know, I was like, oh wow, she learned how to use Instagram, but kidding.
I didn't connect the dots.
Oh, I was saying my mom sent the message. It was a wild thing to get.
Yeah?
Yeah. But then you just go,
that's the internet, baby.
I feel bad. When people lash out like that, I just immediately, I go, it must be rough what's going on. For you to send that. Nobody ever feels good about themselves when they fire a message off to someone they've never met and call them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I do.
Think about the first person that teased you or that you teased. Do you ever make fun of a teacher? No. Behind their back?
No.
Like Miss Patelli was my second grade teacher. Legend. I hope she's still alive. Can we check that? And she was a legend. Mr. Barker. Great teacher, shit.
You know,
breath.
it's funny. That's what I call him sometimes.
That's at Rick Glassman on Instagram and Twitter. Take Your Shoes Off is the name of the podcast. Rick is on the road.
Ricky's on the
loose.com. Go out and see Rick. If you like entertainment, if you like Tom Cruise impressions and free bacon bits in the meat and
I am
greet
going
line,
back on the road starting in August. I'm done now for the summer. I have a fair amount of dates already up, but I'm adding a bit more. Punchup.live/Rick Glassman. Sign up for my email list.
Sign up for the email list.
I will message you. I don't spam. I don't send much at all. I will just, if you are within 50 miles of the city I'm performing it, I'll send you a message saying, here's a show if you want to come.
He's got some live Tysos coming up. Hopefully the next one I'll be a part of.
June 20, I think. Are you in town then?
I think so.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Let me see if that's when it is.
Ah, fuck no. I'm not. Damn. That's right. You already hit me up about it.
Yeah, June 20th.
Go check out Tyso Live. They're the best. Take your shoes off the podcast. This is about last night. AdamRayComedy.com for all the tour dates and Dr. Phil dates. Coming up, we've got Kansas City on June 1st, Cleveland on June 6th, Indianapolis June 8th, Pittsburgh June 19th, Atlantic City June 21st, and Reno July 12th.
Awesome.
And then Cape Cod August 7th. And then we're going to announce the Wiltern in the fall. And then that's a wrap on Phil. So I'm glad that you'll be able to be a part of at least one more and maybe more.
Yeah.
Let
me hear you play Jurassic Park.
It would be, what do I do? I would go, no, I would go.
That's AdamRay.tv for shows and movies.
No.
Well,
Adam Ray,
have a good night.
AdamRay.tv is up now, actually. It's where you can sign up to be a part of the longer cut stand-ups and fills, uncensored,
and if you
unedited.
what's really fun about AdamRay.tv is that brick wall you have in the background.
Yeah, old school.
I
Hey,
know.
man, that's when
And the TV sitting on the thing.
the little puppet, homeless puppet. Well, that was going on. You had two guys, a girl, and a cup.
That guy and his friend.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
And a better
Tomorrow.
morning/afternoon.
So like it gets worse, the day gets worse.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. We already stopped.
That's fine, but I'm just trying to understand because you said a good night, but a better day.
Wait, let's do the news good night, and we'll have credits and we'll pull back.
But just really answer me. We could do that while you're really talking.
This is great.
Yeah, but you want to have a better afternoon and morning, and then not as good of a night. Why do you want it to get worse? Papers. All right.
Wait, real
You owe me a
quick.
purple Gatorade, Powerade. Real quick. Go ahead. What?
Real quick. And
Is that fast enough? What were you going to say?
that scared the fuck out of me. That scared the If I had the hiccups, that would have been.
Take care of the people with this. Bring that down, please, so they understand what happened. Thanks.
This is Christopher Lloyd's audition for Back to the Future.
That sounded like it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at him. Look how perfect. Do you think he's perfect? Because I do. And you know what? I feel so grateful that we found each other. Come.
Yikes! What a weird trick to teach your dog. Are we still rolling?
You should see him. You
Hell yeah.
You should see him shit when I
And
tell him.
now
to.
we're done. What?
I was just, yeah.
Fuck. Sorry, Alvin.
He goes,
Fuck,
it's
I
fine.
scared.
You go,
Good night, everybody. Hold it. 3, 2, and we're out. Clear, everybody. Great show.
Great show.